Hello everyone, I'm Lavin Gloria Kaligis, and now I will explain about one of the language teaching methods called group-to-group exchange methods. Visit to introductions. Group-to-group exchange is an interactive teaching method that allows students to share ideas and learn from each other through group activities. And then, for the definitions, this method is learning activity where students work in groups and then exchange information with other groups. It focuses on communication skills, collaborations, and active participations. The objectives of this method are to improve students' speaking skills, to encourage interaction among students, to build students' confidence, to promote active learning, and the last, to develop collaboration skills. Okay, we next to procedure. There are several steps in this method. I write 5 steps for this method. There are: first, the teacher divides students into groups. And next, for the second, each group gets different topics. Of course, different topics. Every group has a different topic. And then, third, students discuss their own topic in their group. After that, they move to another group, like exchange members. Finally, they share and explain their ideas. Share and explain their ideas and their discussions. This method has advantages and disadvantages. This method has several advantages. It encourages active participation and then improves speaking and communication skills. Of course, builds confidence because it works group to group. So we have to build our confidence and then promote teamwork and then help students learn from each other. And for the last, makes learning more engaging. We move to disadvantages. However, this method also has some disadvantages. It can be noisy in the classroom because it works group to group and then requires good time management because it takes time, of course, to discuss and to explain to another group. And then some students may be less active. Because maybe there's some student has a introvert person, so this method may be less active for them. And then needs clear instruction from the teacher. The teacher should have a clear instruction to the students. And then transitions. Now let's see how this method works in a classroom. We can see the simulation part. I will take a group A, group B, and group C. First, the teacher divides the class into three groups. Like I said before, there are Group A, Group B, and Group C. Group A discusses about hobbies. Group B discusses about daily activities. And Group C discusses about describing people. Let's take a look one. Next, each group discusses their topic and prepare their ideas. So they must be prepare and discuss about the topic that they wanna talk. For example, Group A, like I said before, Group A about discusses hobbies. Group A says, my hobby is painting and listening to music. And Group B about daily activities. Group B says, I wake up at 6 a.m. and go to school. And last, Group C about describing people. They say, she is kind and friendly. And next, after the discussions, students move to another group to share their ideas. Group A to B, Group B to Group C, and Group C to Group A. After the discussions, we share our ideas and our discussion about our topics. For example, a student from Group A moves to Group B. The student says, hello, I'm from Group A. I will explain about hobbies. And they say, hobbies are activities that we do in our free time, such as painting, reading, or playing music. And next to Group B, to Group C, and next again, Group C to Group A. Repeat and repeat, like exchange. And we discuss about the interaction and the result. After explaining, the students ask a question. It's like ask and questions sections. What is your hobby? They say, and the answer, my hobby is watching movies. And then the students respond, oh, that's interesting. This makes the learning process more interactive. After the activity, all students understand all topics because they learn from different groups, not only from the teachers, but group to group and exchange. At the conclusion, this method or group-to-group exchange is an interactive and student-centered method. Why? Because it improves communication skills, collaborations, and active learning because it works group, not person by person. However, it will be more effective if the teacher manages the class properly. Okay, that's all from the group-to-group exchange method. That's all for me. Thank you.